Hey, proceed. On the 16th night of December last, 1773, in the port of Boston, in the King's Colony of Massachusetts, traitorous men, disguised as wild Indians, did, in the dead of night, board ships of the East India Company and cast overboard 356 chests of tea. In order to prevent further such offensive acts to private property, Parliament, with His Majesty's blessing, has, of necessity, closed Boston Harbor to be effected the 1st day of June, but 6 days hence. But the crimes of these ill-named Sons of Liberty are of no bother to us here in Virginia. Prompt punishment for these crimes has been intended. The King's justice has been served. Yet, your burgesses disagree. Indeed, just 2 days past, they have adopted a resolution for a day of fasting and prayer as expression of sympathy for these destroyers of property and wanton lawbreakers in Boston. Some may cry out, what harm can be known by a call for prayer? What possible affront may be taken by a recommendation for a day of fasting? But I declare to you here today that such a call is not benign. It is the most base and direct affront to His Majesty the King. Your burgesses have every awareness that days of fasting and prayer may only be decreed by His Majesty, or, here in His province, by myself, His appointed executive. And yet, by what authority I cannot discover, and in some dangerous state of delusion, they have ordained themselves proclaimers. I hold in my hand a paper published by order of your House of Burgesses, conceived in such terms as reflects highly upon His Majesty and the Parliament of Great Britain, which makes it necessary for me to dissolve them, and they are dissolved accordingly. God save the King!
God save the King! Gentlemen, turn of events that I had certainly not.